Hello everyone, my name's Tom Peppard, I'm the Underground MetalHead, as you can tell from my YouTube channel name. As for our first video, I wanted to get everything so people know exactly what I'm on about. So what I'm going to do, instead of telling you what bands I enjoy and what bands to go listen to, I'm just going to show off my entire t-shirt collection, because I've got a whole ton of underground bands, I've got a whole ton of modern day mainstream bands. I've got festival shirts, I've got loads of little bits of shit, which I really hope people could enjoy. And hopefully then it could give people an image as to what type of music I enjoy, and therefore what type of music I would recommend. So to start things off, I'd like to talk about my Hell Affected shirt, which is the one I'm currently wearing at the moment. Of course no sleeves, because if you're a true thrash metal fan or heavy metal fan, you don't have sleeves. I mean, some of these shirts have them, but you don't have sleeves, because why would you want arm prisons? Your arms could move about. This is brilliant having these. Same as shorts, don't want leg prisons, and a hat if you have short hair like myself. But Hellfected are a fantastic flashy band. They've recently appeared on the Moshing Verufon, I believe it's called. They've recently appeared on the Moshing Verufon album, which is put together by a company which I'd love to talk about in a future video, a company called UK Flashers, which is fantastic. The album, every single album sale goes towards making money for homelessness and helping shelters and everything. So yeah, on Hellfected, fantastic thrash metal band, really got that grindy sort of feel. It's sort of like a mixture between grindcore and thrash metal. I absolutely love them. This shirt is the Woe to the Kingdom of Blood, which I believe at the current moment is their newest album. On with the rest of the shirts. Now the first one's one of my oldest ones, when I didn't realise you could actually cut sleeves off of a t-shirt, so I bought a vest instead, which is one of my favourite thrash metal bands and will always be a favourite, which is, I'm not sure if the camera's going to focus, but I'm fairly certain you could tell by that font, Metallica. Metallica are, I'm not even going to bother saying their recommendation. If you know Metallica, you'd absolutely love them. Absolutely fantastic band. I personally prefer their first 4 albums, the Kill 'Em All, Master of Puppets, and For Whom the Bell Tolls. But after that, they change a bit. This shirt I got for a £5, and I got it at the Southwest Heavy Fest in 2019, I believe. So this is Seprivation. It's double-sided for their Ritual shirt. Absolutely fantastic thrash metal band yet again. I believe when I watched them, they said it was their last ever show. So whether or not they're still performing, I don't know. But I've heard some rumours that they may be getting back together. Who knows? But absolutely fantastic band. The Ritual's a brilliant song. Really fast, really heavy, such as all good thrash metal should be. Next isn't so much a band, but it's definitely a performer. This is a shirt I got off of wish.com, and I'm not sure if it's going to focus in. I'm going to put it into, there we go, in the darker light. This is a Joey Exotic t-shirt. I will most likely never ever wear this, as I bought it for a meme, because if you've not watched Tiger King, it is the best show on Netflix ever made. It's not. It's really depressing to know how shit people's lives are. It's so shit, in fact, that you could buy a tiger for like $2,000 or something. But anyway, that's not a recommendation, because if you've not watched Tiger King yet, you're just a fucking dipstick. On to the next shirt, left or right. Let's go left, because this is one of my favourites. So I haven't cut the sleeves off this one. I personally don't want to, because I feel like this band is going to go really big, and all of a sudden this shirt's going to be worth silly amounts, because I could say, oh yeah, I got it back when they performed in pubs. But this band is called Perdition, and let me hold it in the dark again. Perdition are a thrash metal band based in a town local to me called Yeovil. Now we've got some absolutely fantastic songs. The one I'd recommend to listen to if you're getting into your death metal. It's death thrash, really good. But I'd recommend listening to a song called The Pale Rider. They also got another brilliant song, which is my personal favourite, called Making Gains, with a Z. Absolutely fantastic band. Can't fault them. When you see them live, the pits are mental. People love them. They draw a crowd. They're absolutely fantastic. Now on to the best Somerset festival, excluding Glastonbury. But if you're a fan of metal music, this is a must. And if you're ever in the UK, in Somerset, Cobblestones, Bridgewater, this festival, absolutely mental. You've got to go. It's the Southwest Heavy Fest. So it's single-sided. The Southwest Heavy Fest. This is, I believe, the first load of shirts that they've ever made. But brilliant festival. Always got some heavy music. This year, 2020, has unfortunately been postponed, so I can't tell you if it was a great year or not. But the two headliners are Desert Storm and Crepitation. I do have a Crepitation shirt in here. I don't have a Desert Storm one. But Crepitation are some proper slammy gutturals. They've got the wobble box vocal technique, which is basically all... and it's just so batshit crazy and incredibly fun. Southwest Heavy Fest, absolutely fantastic. And also, all the money that's raised from it goes towards, well, cancer research. So you get to be a smelly metalhead. You get to run into people and beat people up and headbang and do whatever we do. You get pissed, but you're also raising money for charity, so you can't really complain about that. On to I'm storming through these because trust me, if I spent ages talking about each one, we're talking a good 10-hour long video. On to my personal favourite person, my favourite musician to have ever lived, Mr. Lemmy Kilmister. I'll probably make a future video on him, but it's not very underground. Lemmy's obviously Motorhead. If you've not listened to Motorhead, do it, otherwise you are just special. I even have a Lemmy themed tattoo on my arm, which is a whiskey glass with a skull in with Lemmy's hat and the ace of spades. HMV shirt this is. It's Mr. Pickles. Yet again, recommendation for TV show, definitely. Mr. Pickles is the most random bullshit, weirdest show ever to exist, but I absolutely love it. Ooh, eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by its toe, if it squirrels let it go, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Oh, mo, landed on that one, didn't it? I'm a special one. So this shirt I got at their EP release, and it is definitely a death thrash band, which you've got to listen to, which is called DS Holocaustum. I actually met the lady who designed the shirt, and I must admit, if I ever do future shirts for my solo band project or just any sort of band project, I'm definitely getting her on board, because these are the design on it. If you look, it's so absolutely fantastic. The logo's awesome. The black and white design of the Cerberus dog with all the guts and tendrils hanging out its mouth, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant band to listen to. I suggest listening to their song Let Them Hang and Rot, because songs about bodies hanging and rotting is a way to get into my heart. Onto the first long sleeve shirt. So, you know, if a shirt's got design on its sleeves, you've got to keep the sleeves on, otherwise you're basically insulting the person who made the shirt. But this band's called Such Gold. Now, it's also, I believe, the first... Oh no, we've had the Joey Exotic one. But it's the first non-metal shirt, because Such Gold are an American-themed punk band. Absolutely fantastic again. I honestly can't remember any of their song names off the top of my head. But punk music, that's a go-to. Same with this vest as well, which I'm not gonna stumble on, because I'll probably never wear it in a video, as it's an Italian large, I believe, and it's about 20 sizes too big for me, and people could see my belly button, so it's not a go-to. I think we gotta show another Wish shirt. Now this one was bought for me by a mate, because I messaged him on Facebook saying, "Oi mate, buy me this, it's brilliant." it is a Yu-Gi-Oh themed. It's lycra as well. It is not a nice material. It doesn't fit me. My belly sticks out like that. It is horrendous. But there you go. That's the type of shirt you wear to your mate's house if you going there for a piss up. And I've only worn it the one time. Well, that's just. This was back when I was about 14, I reckon. Which is this shirt. It's just a normal black and white design. So you've got the front one coloured, the back, well, black and white. There's going to be loads of shirts like this, as we used to go to a caravan and there's a shop close by that sold band shirts, and they're all bootleg ones. Like that was advertised as a Slash shirt, and at the time I was a major fan of Slash. I'm still a major fan of him. Absolutely, you can't hate Slash. I mean, personally, if you're a fan of Guns N' Roses, I'd suggest listening to Slash's solo project, the R&B album of Slash, which has just got some absolute belters of songs on it. It's got Dr. Alibi, which had Slash and Lemmy, absolutely fantastic. It's the album that made Slash and Miles Kennedy get together for fun and enjoyment, because Slash and Miles Kennedy are a bloody brilliant band. Now this is from a show which was very recent, but I was meant to be going to see them again. I never bought the shirt I went to this tour, but I didn't go to the place where this shirt was going to be sold. But I was going to go see them again, but COVID. So this is Airborne Europe 2019. This shirt I got recently, actually. It cost me £6.66, so 666. If they weren't doing a sale, then that's just brilliant. I hope they're still up. They're brilliant. Europe 2020, the show which I would have went to would have been the Cheese and Grain at the top. I've personally not been to the venue yet, but I've heard only great things. They've had loads of big artists there. I'm not sure how new it is, but it's definitely growing. It doesn't just do metal music there, it does all sorts. On to another festival. This shirt doesn't really have all that much design on it, but it's got the festival name, and it's a festival which I think should be heavier, just going by the name alone. This is my Southwest Slaughterfest shirt. Well, the Slaughterfest is brilliant. It's run by my mate Andy, and all the bands there are fantastic. In fact, I saw a band there recently called Blood Oath. Blood Oath's a fantastic band. I keep saying fantastic. It's just because I get really excited when I'm talking about music. So my whole YouTube channel is probably just going to be me going fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Just like this video is. I hope I get my first hater who just disses me for it. Oh, let's go on to some more slammy metal. So the second long sleeve shirt, which is Party Cannon, and I've just opened it up backwards. So this is the Electric Soldier Porygon shirt. Major fan of Pokemon as well, and it's got Porygon there, melting all the faces off all of the different Pokemon. I'd recommend the song Electric Soldier Porygon, as it's got a brilliant sample, I believe, from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Ooh, what's up? What's happened to the music system? Oh. There we go. Evidently my PS4 doesn't like and it's just skipped onto Gwar. Yeah, my PS4 really doesn't like Andrew WK then. Alright. That Party Cannon, brilliant band. This is my only Party Cannon shirt, but I'm hoping to see them live. They're playing the Griffin soon, I believe. And I'm hoping they do tour shirts, because they're just absolutely ow, stuck me bloody toe. They're absolutely fantastic band. You can't diss them. They're incredibly heavy. Song recommendations for them: you've got to have Duct Tape to a Flagpole and High Five Ghost. High Five Ghost probably has my favourite sample used to introduce any song, which is the In-Betweeners with Jay going, "We drop the bags off and go out and get spasticated." The song kicks in with a absolutely brilliant. Woo! Now every single metalhead has an Iron Maiden shirt. I've had this one for ages. It's from the same place in Minehead that had the bootleg shirts, so the font isn't even the proper Iron Maiden font, but at least it's got Eddie on it. if you're a metalhead and you don't have an Iron Maiden shirt, what are you doing? I mean, especially if you're a British metalhead. Literally, you go to any gig, there's always that one kid who's wearing the Iron Maiden shirt, like, yeah, I'll listen to metal music. Or you also get the ones who are like, yeah, my favourite band's Metallica and Five Finger Death Punch. Five Finger Death Punch are the best. I don't like Five Finger. So, this is another shirt from my favourite band, Airborne. This is the Black Dog Barking shirt. This is actually the first Airborne shirt I ever owned, and I believe I got it when I was 13. It was when I was first getting into Airborne. I remember hearing them on the Kerrang Top 100, which I always thought was the official metal play, like Top 100. Here's the Top 100 best metal and rock songs. And then it was every time it's like, oh, really? Is this fucking it? Bullshit. Bull to the shit. That Bring Me the Horizon was always number one. It's like, nah, it's not been number one for 4 years, mate. I can disagree with that one. How come Tenacious D's tribute was always 17? Onto a tour shirt, a festival shirt again. And this was the first festival I ever attended, but I was actually working it as a police cadet. So this is the Glastonbury 2014 2014 festival. I got the worst shirt. You can't even read. I can't even read the names on the back because it's all squiggled. But I mainly went to, I say when, I was technically working. But the ones which I wanted to see were Metallica, Motorhead, and Dolly Parton. That's the one. So Dolly Parton was the legend slot. And if you are a metalhead and you say you hate Dolly Parton, you're bullshitting, because everyone loves Dolly. Got some classic songs like Jolene, 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 Jolene. I was just trying to figure out what shirts they are now before I open them up, so I can figure out what to say. Yeah, Instruments of Torture. Fantastic band. I think I'm also fairly certain that I watched them on their last show. But Instruments of Torture, I'm mates with all of them. Their bassist, I believe, is the same bassist as in my personal. Well, I can't say my favourite, but one of my favourite local bands, which is Death by Kai. And it's when I show the Death by Kai show, I'll make some recommendations because they are just a brutally brilliant band. Was this the third gig I ever went to was this, which is Fish, the Movable Feast. Go on, I went to see it in 2013. Jesus, I genuinely forgot. So yeah, that would have been my third gig. Fish, brilliant artist, obviously the former lead singer of Marillion. So when you went, he'd done all the classics. He didn't do Kaylee though, which I always thought if you're a band who's got that one big song, you'd do it. That's just a red vest. There you go. There's a quick review for you. Another tour shirt. Half of these are going to be tour shirts. So this is Steel Panther Heavy Metal Rules. Their newest album. Give it a listen. It is sick. It's brilliant. Classic comedy. With their songs, all I want to do is fuck myself tonight. It doesn't matter where you go or who you know, you're always gonna be a hoe. Brilliant band. If you like hair metal and taking the piss and just comedy in general, you're gonna love Steel Panther. I mean, I've not been a fan of Steel Panther for long, but as soon as I heard him, I was like, yeah, I'm on board here. Now here is the godfathers of grindcore, Napalm Death. This was on Napalm Death's The Tour for Music Destruction shirt. So I believe that's the Queen riding a corgi, and I don't actually know who it is who's bumming the corgi from behind, but it's got the big old anti-music logo on the back. If you know me, then you know that I've had a couple a couple of attempts at making gore music. So anti-music's one of the things I'm all about, even though I'm all about just music. Basically, I like grindcore because grindcore music is the most insane, mental, batshit, fucking bullshit you'll ever listen to. Now, this is... I bought this because I wasn't originally meant to be going, which was to download 2020. But I also bought it because it raises money for the NHS. For COVID. But this is the Download 2020, download from home. And what I love about this shirt isn't so much the front design, because the front design's just the download dog coming out the TV. It's actually the back. Because if you look at the back, it's got all different jokes and puns and everything. But the three headliners, which is what I love the most, you've got NHS workers, frontline workers, and wash your hands. But some of the puns on the back are brilliant, because they're all puns of band names. So, C19, the number of the beast, COVID-19, when the lockdown breaks, pastor of puppets, sanitize, screaming children, getting fat, PJs for workwear, a day in my pants, bake out of hell. I'm fairly certain that Bake Out of Hell is an Airborne reference to the song Baking Out of Hell, but, you know, could just be Bake. Could just be fun music pun. Fun music jokes. Ooh, which one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That one, because I like this. Not a music shirt, but somewhat music related. But Jack Daniel's All Access 2020 limited edition shirt. I won this from buying a bottle of Jack Daniel's. Nothing else required for that one. So, obviously being a fan of Motorhead, I drink Jack Daniel's with Coke. Just the Lemmy. Well, speaking about Lemmy, here's another Motorhead shirt. This was the first Motorhead shirt I ever owned. Black and white in the back, coloured on the front, from the same place in Minor. I'd love to know if that shop's still there, because personally, I wouldn't mind going in and buying some more. Because bootleg band shirts, if you're going to buy a band shirt, buy it directly from the band. Because otherwise, the best way to help the band out is by buying stuff directly from them. Don't go through third-party retailers. This is especially for underground bands. If you're going to buy a shirt, buy it at a show or through their Bandcamp. Preferably at a show, as Bandcamp takes 20% fees. I don't know about Big Cartel. I've heard Big Cartel is quite good at the moment. But literally, if you love a band, buy their merch, because it's the only way that they're going to be able to record more music, put out new releases. And well and truly, the main reason why I prefer underground music is that they are the future. That is what's going to be taken over soon. Because let's face it, someday Iron Maiden are going to die, and all of a sudden we're going to need that new British band to take over. Even though my favourite band isn't an underground band, my favourite band is Airborne. Yeah, I mean, I'm never going to stop loving Airborne. They're basically AC/DC on cocaine. I mean, how can you not like that? Ooh, 500. Let's go for that. Now this band's got some awesome designs on their shirts, which is the 500, brilliant song, Bleed Red, if you're looking for recommendations, deathcore, so, you know, a lot of and then music. Let's go for that one. Now, here is my second favourite Somerset-based band. This is Death by Kai. We've got another long sleeve shirt. It's got the logos all up the side, but the design on it I absolutely love. It's done by their lead singer and lead. I don't know if he's lead or rhythm guitarist, but it's done by their frontman, Josh, and all the designs absolutely fantastic. He's actually done a lot of work for I believe he done a poster for Mastodon, which is just awesome. Like it looked. The way I describe it, I'm not an art reviewer or anything, so if I say a design looks good, I'm just going to go, yeah, it looks good, it looks cool. Or, yeah, it's alright. But, But yeah, it's absolutely fantastic artwork on it. I highly suggest listening to The Right of Might. What's the other one? More Than Grey is a fantastic... If you're listening to Death by Kai live, More Than Grey is a song. It's the one you grab your mate to, you start headbanging and you're going, "It's more than grey." Oakley Dokley, I got this on their last tour of the UK. Oakley Dokley are one of them bands. You know what? Yeah, they're never going to be someone's favourite band, but when they come on the radio, you're going to love it. They probably won't come on the radio. When they started the episode of the after credits for The Simpsons, it was one of the coolest things that had ever happened. I was like, cool. That was when metal went mainstream. It was when it appeared on The Simpsons, one of the biggest adult TV shows of all time. Download 2019. This was actually my first download. I've not been going to festivals for long. I was hoping this year would be my second, but now that it has been postponed, I've got more money. I'm hoping to go to Bloodstock 2021 as well. Because the headline for Bloodstock 2021 is Merciful Fate, and they haven't performed for like 20 odd years. So they haven't performed the whole time I've been alive. That's going to be awesome. And Judas Priest and Devon Townsend, and then like all these different thrash metal bands. I'd be going to Toxic Holocaust. I mean, you gotta love them. But the headliners for this year were Def Leppard, Slipknot, and Tool. I went for Tool, even though obviously you can probably tell by the moment I love thrash metal. I'm also a big old bassist, which one day I'll post a video of me talking about guitars, but when truly I know hardly anything about them. I just play them for a pastime. But I'm a bassist, and the lines in Tool's music is just fucking perfect for bass playing. I mean, the intro to 46 and 2, the absolutely awesome music. Now I went on this tour, and I told my mate, I was like, look, I'm only going to see one band on this tour. I love Death Angel, I love Testament, but I'm going for Exodus. I fully blame J-Hoff Films for getting me into Exodus, because I listened to him and I was like, oh, it's nothing too special. And then I went to watch him live and I was like, fucking brilliant. So this was the Bay Strike Backs tour. If Bay Area thrash metal is always going to be like one of the best genres of thrash, pretty much every big thrash metal band you could think of has influence from Bay Area thrash. But the three Bay Area thrash metal bands there were Testament, Exodus, and Death Angel, which are all three are just fucking fantastic. I can't diss it. Cannabis Corpse. Cannabis Corpse's Euro Tour of 2020, Nug So Vile. I saw them in Cobblestone's Bridgewater. As much as their music was fun, I must admit their singer was an absolute asshat. So I'm not going to make any recommendations. If he gets pissed off, then he gets pissed off. I'm not going to lie, he was right up his own ass, because he was there and he couldn't give a shit about the other bands. He insulted the other bands. One of the things, now this is underground music, so this is probably something which wouldn't make sense to people who are only fans of big music, was he basically showed up and said, unload our van then. Yeah, wanker. You don't. You just don't. You have at least some manners. And come on, we're metalheads, we like beating the shit out of each other, but at least we're kind about it. Callous Hogpocalypse. Buy the album, listen to the album, it's fucking brutal. Nothing else needs to be said about that. They're absolutely fantastic band, love them, brilliant, perfection, thrash metal. Democritus, Welsh band, absolutely fantastic. They won the... what's it called? They won Metal to the Masses and gone on to play Bloodstock, and I must admit they 100% deserve it. I'm not going to say listen to them recorded. They're a band you need to see live. I remember seeing them live for the first time, and their singer came out with a noose and started hanging the audience. Which was just, it was absolutely fantastic. onto some pirate metal. So we've got here Lagerstein. Lagerstein is the best pirate metal band in the world. I know Ailstorm are great, but Ailstorm don't dress as pirates, so are they really pirate metal? That's what I thought. If you see a pirate band live and they come on wearing a hoodie and a pair of jeans, you feel like disgraced. I went to Lagerstein dressed as a fucking pirate. I'd go to Ailstorm dressed as a pirate, and I'd feel insulted that the band didn't even have the effort to dress as pirates. Oh, but Ailstorm are fantastic. So are Lagerstein. Lagerstein's cover of Down Under. You've never heard anything better, let me tell you. Some Slam Death Gore Grind, or just Slam Metal. We've got Kleismer. Absolutely love this shirt. It was with their newest logo. They've got a new EP. Well, they've got a new album out now, I believe, which is called Mental. But I personally prefer that original album, which was sick. I saw them in Cobblestones. A lot of my gigs are going to be from Cobblestones. Cobblestones is like my home away from home. But like, the fucking, they're just brilliant. This shirt's going to look a bit different compared to all the others because of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared shirt. Because when you're a fan of horror and gore, Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared. It's way to go. It's one of the most sick, twisted, flipping online series, and I love it. Let's go on to Primark, because when you're a beginner in rock music and you want your first band shirt, you end up getting the one from Primark. It will be the bootleg, made in some random factory in the middle of nowhere where the workers are killing themselves and whatnot. But this is my AC/DC shirt, and I'm not going to lie, it is see-through. It doesn't look it in the video, but when you wear it, my nips come right on out. It also is really, really sore, but AC/DC, Highway to Hell, obviously you'll work on to being a metalhead. You start off with your AC/DCs, your Guns N' Roses, and then you move on to your Maiden, and then you move on to Slipknot, and then you move on to Brutal Sphincter. It's just science, dude. It's just science. Now, this shirt isn't a band shirt, but if you have a battle jacket, which I do, and I guarantee you I'm going to make a video on my battle jacket speaking about each patch, just for music recommendations again, but this is Patch Amnesty. So if you make battle jackets, or cut-offs as some people call them, I got in a full-on argument with some people on a fan group page because I called it a battle jacket, and they were like, "Oh, not been in many battles though, have you? Excuse me, Squire, you haven't been in many battles." Well, you know what? I've always grown up with it being called a battle jacket. I googled cut-offs. If you Google cut-offs, you get jeans that are cut off there. Now, I personally, if I'm saying, "Oh yeah, look at me wearing my cut-offs," I don't want people looking at my cock. Some more slam music. We've got Fangs. Oh, and I can't open it. Fangs. Brilliant band, amazing band. Give them a listen. They're great live. In fact, I think when I bought this shirt, I'm going to have to buy another one because it's a medium, and I'm a big boy. But when I bought this shirt, my mate was proper bollocksed, and he went up to the wrong band when he was going to buy the merch, and he went, "Look, mate, I really want that shirt. Do you guys take card?" And the band who he went up to, I can't remember who they were like, "Yeah, we take card, but that's not our shirt, mate. You're going to have to ask. You're going to have to ask that chap behind you." And I stood next to the singer, going, "Look, please, look, I'll buy my shirt from you, but don't tell him. Let's just wait, because he's pissed and this is going to be hilarious." And their singer was like, "Yeah, all right, let's do that. This sounds brilliant." He didn't do the Mamma Mia hands, but he said, "This sounds brilliant." And I kid you not, 10 minutes passed with my mate pissed as fuck, going, "Look, mate, I don't care. I really want that shirt. Can I just buy it now?" It's like, "You can, but it's not ours. It's not ours." Like, what makes it great is the fact it's another band didn't matter. It's the fact he just went up to someone and was like, "Look, I want to buy that shirt. I need it. Give it to me." End of that tale. Macho Man Randy Savage. I like Western. God, I don't know how I'm going to get all of these shirts back on in here. Oh, here's another local band. I don't actually know. I think that I want to say they're Bridgewater, but they might be someplace else. But this is Drumora. Absolutely fantastic, and personally I think that they've got one of the best female vocalists going at the moment. You've gotten so good at growling now. that sounds rude, but she's really good at growling when she's doing Dreamless Sleep. Is a perfect song I'd recommend. If you don't like Dreamless Sleep, you're probably not going to like a lot of their music, but they are a brilliant band. I love them. On to another local band, and I definitely bought the wrong size shirt here, but I really wanted a shirt, which is Sail. I'm going to get another one. They've got another one which is white with the red points at the end. It looks very 1980s Cheese. Well, Cheers. Looks like the Cheers logo. They've got a new song out called Mannequin. It's really good, but the song I'd recommend to get into them is Starve. Oh, and a music video for it as well. You've never seen more spaghetti in one vid than that. Oh, so a song by this band was playing earlier. This is Gert. Now, with a name like Gert, I'm fairly certain, I don't know, I've never seen them live, I'm desperate to. With a name like Gert, you'd be saying Somerset. I don't know. Song I'd recommend is the one that has played in this video, which is Rolling Stoned. Rolling Stoned. Comedy metal. Comedy metal is one of my favourite genres because the two things which I love in music is if something is really heavy or really fucking funny. So this is Footprints in the Custard. I saw them. I saw them. I can't tell you what I did. I saw them on the same tour as Lagerstein, and ever since they were better than Lagerstein, but they are. Word is off a wing. Shout it out for me. Woo, woo, wee, wee. But recommendations from them. Recommendations for Footprints in the Custard. Willies are for weeing. Dick Pics. My Granny's a Gusher. And Party Metal. Party Metal's the best. I'm laughing. I couldn't remember it. But Party Metal. Onto the show I actually saw Airborne in 2019, which is a Burn Out the Nitro tour, and I saw them in the O2 in Bristol. I'm not going to speak any more about Airborne because I love them. I'll end up speaking for ages. I've got all their albums. I've even got the Diamond Cuts, which is basically just B-sides, but there you go. Sloth from the Goonies. Yep, no other reason for that. If I wear it, I just got to go bazonga. Let's go straight down to the middle and pick that one up. Oh, again, another Airborne shirt. In case you didn't know, I absolutely love Airborne. My dream guitar is the Explorer. If I could, I would love to perform with Airborne. I've learnt all their songs on the bass. So, shout out if they want me, I'm here. Pick me up. Hit me up, dude. I'll come and play. Slash, this shirt's funky as fuck because it looks like he's signed it. It's just a print. Slash's Apocalyptic Love. Amazing album. I mean, I honestly prefer Slash with Miles Kennedy than Guns N' Roses. Oh, here we go. Some gore music. Steel Panthers, death to all but metal. I mean, you know, I do love all music, but metal is the best. It's always going to be. Another fantastic local band, No Thursday War. No Thursday War I wouldn't say are metal, but they are dirty rock. They are proper dirty, grimy rock music, and it's absolutely brilliant. The two songs I recommend are Ghost of Mo and Films. Good game, you know the place is right. You got to watch them live because their singer is one of the coolest blokes I know. I mean, I remember sitting at a gig with a pint in hand and phoning the other, and their singer came up to me and was like, dude, where'd you get them Doc Martens? I need them. No, nothing else. Acted just completely normal. He's like, dude, I need them. He's like, yeah, I normally wear Vans or DMs, and I'm like, huh, wow, we must be related. Blaze Bayley. This was on, I can't remember what tour it was called. Oh, by any chance was it called The Redemption of William Black Tour? I expect. But Blaze Bayley, pretty much Iron Maiden. I mean, I'm not going to tell you any songs. Stay Up the Sun's great, but Blaze Bayley is just Iron Maiden. Crepitation. Stupid music for stupid people. Songs for Crepitation, Archaeological Clacker, absolute classic. And I've actually got the vinyl up here. Give me a second. I'm gonna read the songs of it, because every song it's only 2 songs, I believe, but it's 2 songs for both Crepitation and Victoria. So the 2 songs, there you go, absolutely awesome. So the 2 songs are Archaeological Clacker and Antiques Show. Just by the names alone, you know that it's going to be an interesting band. You'd love them. They've played Obscene Extreme. They're great. I don't actually know what this one is. I think this is just a plain black shirt. Oh no. I'm a bit annoyed that this shirt was on the back, but I can't complain because it's for charity. This is the Save Our Venues. Now, literally, if you like metal music, you've got to go to underground gigs. Like, I don't care what people say. If you go to an underground gig and you start liking a small-time band, you're never going to be a poser. I mean, Save Our Venues, brilliant. You've got to do them. This is actually my dad's shirt, but it was from the same tour, the Feast of Consequences tour. Fish is proper, totes a mosh. He's good. I like him. Got your singles. Right, on to the next one. Another Oakley Dokley shirt. This is a very, very slim fitting one, but I love all the little designs in it, because it's the Simpsons front room and you've got the Krusty doll and everything. You know, I've never thought of it, but it's amazing how Oakley Dokley haven't had any legal issues with the amount of Simpsons stuff they do. But I'm sure it's probably because Matt Groening just loves them. So this is the biggest local festival. It's not a metal festival, but it's a brilliant one. It's for School in a Bag. This is the Home Farm Festival. The year I went was 2019. The 2 bands which I mainly saw and absolutely loved were Reef, which are "Oh, place your hands on my home." Alright now. Reef and Stella Fox. Listen to Stella Fox. They are like bluesy rock. Absolutely loved them. They were the best band there. I'm happy to state they are better than Reef. Blood Oath. Now, I spoke about these guys recently in the Slaughterfest one. This is their Kingdom of Dead Souls shirt. Absolutely brilliant band. Death Thrash, and they're just brilliant. Like, what got me into Blood Oath was seeing them live. I don't know if I like a band until I see them live, most of the time. But literally, their singer just came up to me like that. And I was like, yeah, alright, yeah, this is great. Let's go on to some funk. What a Funk, Nuke the Whales. If you look carefully, I think I'm in the music video for it. What a Funk, brilliant funk metal band. The best song is Draw It on the Wall. You've got to draw it on the wall, bro. I love them. I just love them. Literally, same thing again, because I'm a bassist, you end up loving all things bass. So this is the Airborne Fire Australian Bush Relief shirt. Because back in the day, the whole of Australia was on fire. And Airborne helped out to get it right. Because Airborne are the best band. Plain black vest. because it can't be any other colour, it's got to be black. Oh, funny enough, here's what I was talking about earlier, here's Sail. This is Praise and Hatred. It's still an awesome song, but still. This is the biggest small gig I've been to, I reckon, which is the Cancer Bats. Now this was in Cobblestones. Now Cobblestones is, for all extensive purposes, I can only talk good, but it is a skittle alley with a stage in it. The sound's fantastic, but at the end of the day, it is a skittle alley, so it was really small, and you had the Cancer Bats playing in it, and it was fucking packed. You had people trying to get in the doors and everything, because it was absolutely fantastic. But here's a band I'd love to see in Cobblestones, which is Basement Torture Killings. Desperately seeking the sticky red stuff. Basement Torture Killings, if you like gore music, they are fantastic. Probably, but no, I'm not the biggest knowledge on this. I'm just a smelly drunkard. But they're probably the only gore grind band with a female vocalist. But they're brilliant. Slash, again, this was the first time I saw Slash. This shirt is definitely never going to fit me now. But this is the Slash and Miles Kennedy World on Fire shirt. So this was the second tour, the second show I ever saw live. Sure. I don't actually have a shirt for the first tour, or the first show I ever saw live, but the first show I ever saw live was on Tenacious D. Which, it's just... Tenacious D is a great band for the first one. This is a horror shirt. It's Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees playing Paul. So when you're metalhead, all of a sudden you also love horror films just out of nowhere. Oh. A band which I no longer am a fan of, Nirvana. Mainly no longer a fan of it because my ex absolutely loved them. I think I only bought the shirt to impress her, but Nirvana only had a couple good songs, don't they, really? They only have a couple good ones. They're not exactly the best band in the world. Oh, looking at it, we're going to leave the best to last. Wheatus. So I saw Wheatus in Palace, Bridgewater, which, so weird. We just had, one good song, but when you watch them, it's weird, because you kind of end up knowing all the words to all the songs, just instantly. Now, I bought this also at Download 2019. This is Tool. Now, Tool are one of my favourite bands of all time. What makes this great is it's kind of got all the countries and cities they played in. So Berlin, Prague, Vienna, Nuremberg, Krakow, Florence. But instead of saying Download Festival, it just says Donington. People are going to know that Donington is Download, but still, you would put Download, or you just put the festivals you played. That'd be more impressive. But Tool are artistic. And finally, another shirt from Wish, which is really just going to show my sense of humour. Don't know if I need to say anything else about that. It's just that, isn't it? Right, so that is every single shirt for my big box of shirts. I'm probably going to count them on the way back in, because I didn't realise how many I had. But the fact I know each and every band is just fantastic. But if you want to see more of this, then please subscribe if you want. You don't really have to. In fact, you don't even need to like. Just, you've watched the video, that's good enough. It's not going to give me any money yet. I've got no subscribers, does I? But if you like it, I'm hoping to make more of these videos. Ooh. But I want to make another video on all my jackets and all the different stuff. I might make a video on all these posters. A majority of them are Maiden. If you like it, I like making music recommendations. I want to go on to do an album reviews of these underground bands and song reviews, just to push it out there so people know what music to listen to. I'm not making this for myself to get big. I want to make this to get these unknown bands big, because these bands are the ones that need to get out there and need to get well known. because people are always going to go Iron Maiden and Motorhead. All these guys are fantastic, but you've got to listen to the underground music because they're the people who are going to be the future one day. But anyhow, thank you very much for watching. I know this video has probably been a major ball ache, but see you later.